Top 5 richest politicians in South Africa. South Africa has made an enormous number of princely and unimaginable lawmakers who have benefited bounteously from their time in office. According to numerous outlines, picked pioneers in South Africa are rich because of their political activity, yet also because of their business undertakings. These people have a great all-out resources in light of their different business workouts, securing them fair leftovers as the country's most lavish specialists. It's a broad summary, but we've picked the principal 10 for this post since they contain prominent lawmakers, including past and present presidents. The absolute richest politicians in South Africa are as follows. Number 1. Cyril Ramaphosa. Among the country's most excessive specialists, South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa involved in a solid spot at the top. Tokyo Sekgale, South Africa's next closest adversary, has made a fortune of about $200 million. The fourth president of South Africa, nevertheless, has a bounty of $450 million. The two are weaved due to their incorporation as one of the essential South African social figures to fight going against segregation and detachment. Cyril Ramaphosa's name is remarkable in the country's political scene. The Sowetan nearby rose through the South African political levels due to a law degree, and he by and by holds a combination of critical commitments outside administrative issues. Number 2. Tokyo Sekgale. Sekgale, also called Musima Tokyo, is the second most lavish government official in South Africa, after Mmusi Maimane. His achievements in the fight against racial detachment incited him being condemned for more than 13 years confinement alongside the stunning Nelson Mandela. After a broad stretch of social occasion, Tokyo had amassed a staggering absolute resource of $200 million. Tokyo's political calling started while he was a young man. He rose quickly in South Africa's political request, resulting to joining the ANC. As Gauteng's first head, he served from 1994 to 1998. After South Africa's opportunity in 1994, the Soweto emergent government official came to prominence. After a long break from administrative issues, Tokyo returned in 2007 with an eye towards the power of the country. His bid for the organization, on the other hand, was a disappointment. He was allotted Minister of Human Settlements by Jacob Zuma in 2013. Number 3. Herman Mashaba. Failure of his political ties. Herman Mashaba, who is regarded more than $100 million, came in third on the overview of South Africa's most luxurious legislators. Mashaba's story is one of adequate to importance, since he comes from an extraordinary crushed home where his mother fought to keep food on the platter. His kin left school because of financing cuts, and Mashaba himself didn't complete his professional education abilities. On the contrary side, he rose from humble beginnings to become one of the country's most momentous officials. Thereafter, right after winning in business, he entered authoritative issues and amassed substantially more significant bounty. Herman got into authoritative issues in light of his qualification and fortune, and he governed as Johannesburg Municipal Director from 2016 to 2019. In 2016, he was reappointed to the position, and this was his last term. Starting there ahead, the fame-based Found Action essay, which he later outlined into his own philosophical gathering in 2020, and is as of now the chief. We can't tell the quantity of excessive vehicles the magnate claims, since his lifestyle isn't chronicled on the web. Number 4. Sakima Zuma. Sakima Zuma is fundamentally every other dull South African youth raised during the colonialism, joined the SA Opportunity Advancement. Rather than a lively conclusion, his story wound up on Robben Island, where he went through the latest 5 years of his life as a prisoner of the politically authorized racial isolation government. He wrote these troubles and is as of now one of South Africa's most lavish officials, according to Forbes magazine. In 2012, he was South Africa's 39th most excessive person, with an absolute resource of $71 million. His fortune has chipped away at radically throughout the latest several years, and his absolute resources right currently stays at $60 million, as shown by the most of recent evaluation. Number 5. Jacob Zuma. Jacob Zuma is in like manner one of South Africa's most extravagant picked specialists, with the complete resources of more than $20 million, making him not just an inconvenient figure in the country's prominence-based history, yet, moreover, presumably, it's a generally wealthy ruler. After Zuma's father kicked him when he was 5, he expected to learn discipline at a young age. He grew up acknowledging how to manage himself. Beside administrative issues, he brought in some cash in business. The African National Congress allocated him president in 2007, and in 2009, he was given a polling firm a role as head of South Africa. To be sure, even before he was eliminated from office in 2018, Zuma had gone excessively far into transforming into an unreasonably watchful ruler, despite the way that he had been in the picture for a really long time and he had served in different limits. This was his first and last appearance.